You're now tuned into the Lady Charmaine live show, and I'm your host, Lady Charmaine. And I have another great interview for you today because, they always say, don't judge a book by its cover because you know what? You have to open it to understand the contents. Well, that's exactly what happened with my guest today, see, because you can't judge her by her speaking voice. You have to wait till she sings to judge her by the contents. And I'll let you know who it is coming up right after this. I'm Lady Charmaine, and my guest today has graced the Lady Charmaine live show 3 times. And every time she comes on the show, I always get a good laugh. And she's back today to talk about her TV One Unsung episode airing this Sunday. It's the story of MICHEL'LE. Help me welcome back to the Lady Charmaine live show, my friend, Miss MICHEL'LE. Welcome back to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me again. You said you would give me again, and you did.
Yeah, girl, you know I love having you on the show. You make me laugh. You're just the sweetest person. So how have you been?
Amazing. Thanks for asking. Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. And how's your summer coming?
Everything is good. She's amazing. She'll be 16 in 4 months.
Okay, time is going. So I know we're in the summertime months. Are you doing anything special this summer with your family?
No, I'm working. She's in summer school. She has 1 more week, and we're going to go to Vegas. So I'm going to take her to Vegas.
Okay, just make sure you save some money. Don't spend too much while you're out there. Well, MICHEL'LE is nice.
Oh, no, we're going to ride the rides, the roller coaster and stuff, and just look. We're not going to gamble.
I know that's right. Okay, I know that's right. Well, MICHEL'LE, you got another show coming up. You're going to be on TV One's Unsung this coming Sunday, so we get a chance to, dig a little bit deeper into the life of MICHEL'LE, which you have told your story before, so you have the opportunity to retell it on TV One's Unsung. Were you surprised to get the call?
I didn't hear the last part.
Were you surprised to get the call when they wanted to do a story on you to retell your story?
Well, no, I wasn't because they have been asking me to do on song for about 3 years, and I kept saying no, man, because everybody who was doing on song that I knew were passing away. I was like, no, man, I don't want to do it. So finally, Isaac caught me. He's the producer. He's the one that produced this episode, and finally he caught me about almost a year ago now, and he just convinced me, MICHEL'LE, but it's about the music, you have to tell them stories about you do music, you love music, and let's just tell the versions about you and the music. And I said, okay, Isaac, I suppose I don't want him to forget that I do love to sing. So I did.
Right. You took it a whole nother turn. You said everybody dying, so I don't want to be on that show. You don't want everybody showing your old unsung.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Well, anyway, so and I know that you've been telling your story, and I wanted to know, what has the healing process been for you since you've been opening up and telling your story about your domestic violence?
Well, the love and support and understanding that I have gotten, and the way that they can connect with me. Mm-hmm. I think that what I love the most is that now I have found people who are like. I love that, because there was a time when life was so judgmental to the fact that they were calling me all kinds of things. And now I think what's happening is somebody called me transparent, and I had to go look it up. Oh my goodness, is that bad? And I looked it up and I said, I am transparent, yay! Mm-hmm. And I embraced it because so many people are hiding behind these facades and faces and all these things to not be who they. If you went through it, you go through it, and
right.
and that's what I feel like. I think that's what helped me go yes and embrace it. Just embrace it, because you can get through it once you say it's okay. It's okay.
Absolutely. And being transparent, sometimes, as you know, it comes with criticism. Did you receive any criticism because you decided to come out? Did anybody in the industry, men and women, did you ever receive anything like that saying, you should just keep house business, house business?
Of course. Before the movie even came out, when they heard I was doing it, I was being criticized all over social media because they were saying why I don't want to talk about it. They didn't believe me. They called me. Nothing is worse than getting beat. But it's the second worst thing is when somebody say you didn't get beat and call you a liar, and you knew you was getting beat. That hurt. That's what hurt. So I was getting those types of accusations, but I ignored them because I knew the truth.
Right.
I didn't need to defend anything. I never defended one word of the criticism because I knew the truth.
Right. Wow. So when you decided to come out,
and when it revealed itself, those same people don't have to agree with me and say they were wrong or anything like that. I just wanted to open up a new avenue for you, so maybe somebody that you pass, you can help them and stop saying that this doesn't exist.
Wow.
Open your eyes to it because not a lot of people did know I was being in that type of relationship. So you don't always know what people, like you said, you can't read the book by the cover.
Absolutely. Yeah, because it's true.
It's true.
And you have kids, and your kids are pretty big. When you decided to, go through your healing process and tell your story, how did they feel about you coming out, talking about their fathers?
How did who feel about
your children? How did your children feel about you coming out and telling your story about their fathers?
Before I actually did it, I sat my kids down and I talked to them about it, and they were very young, so they don't remember any of it. What they were getting was from social media and everything, and I was always correcting that. So when I did it, they completely understood and said, "Oh, Mom, I didn't know that." But my children don't have a hatred for either of their fathers. They respect each other's fathers, and they love their fathers because I didn't poison them along the way.
Wow, that's good.
Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely, because you have a lot of parents that do poison their children because they're bitter against their dads, and then all of a sudden then it goes into the kids, and then the kids don't know, they feel like they're torn in the middle.
Absolutely.
If I want to see dad and I don't want to make mom upset. So, no, that was very wise for you to do that.
Absolutely. I don't have that problem with my children because a lot of children would be okay, even when people divorce, but you can't poison their minds. You have to allow them to, I know they're going to see certain things, and when they do, you have to explain it to them and not make them feel like it's because of them or they have to choose. I didn't do that to my kids. I didn't talk bad about their fathers to them. I upheld everything when they heard negativity about their fathers. I spinned it. I didn't lie to them. I just spinned it so that because they couldn't understand that they were too young. But even when they got older and they got a chance to speak with their fathers on their own, when their fathers probably asked them, "What did she say about me?" My kids said, "Oh, my mother didn't say anything but hello."
Okay. No, that's good. That was very good. But you went through a lot. Your process, because we know about your drug use, because if anybody's followed MICHEL'LE's career, then you probably watched R&B Divas, and you had suffered from depression. But Suge Knight was kind of a saving grace for you because he encouraged you to go to rehab. So I think that part of it was, a really big blessing. But the reason why you turned to drugs was what? Were you using it to mask the pain of what you had been through in your past?
No, actually, it wasn't. It didn't start out being that I just started abusing. We started partying and everything. I didn't really become like a drinker until after I had my son. And after I had my son and I saw Dre wasn't trying to play house, which is where I wrote Let's Play House from, I said, well, shoot, if you going on them, I want to do what you do. I want to have fun too. So it kind of turned into that type of thing, and it gradually turned into it because we had always drank, but we weren't heavy drinkers. Dre was more so in the beginning than I was, but then I started drinking, and then, we both was drinking. And then I think just the medicating yourself with all the pills and the things around you just came from the atmosphere you were in or whatever. I I think when I got to the depression part and I had to be on antidepressants, that's when I realized I was at my lowest form, because now I didn't know what to do. I didn't know which was the high and which was the low of the high. You know what I mean? Because you don't know. And so I thought, okay, so at this point I was like, okay, I went to shoot, because this was the drinking part. The pills actually came a little bit later after, on the actual relapse of it, because I couldn't figure anything out. So it wasn't like a one thing that I just jumped on that made me do it. It kind of just played into the lifestyle that became destructive. It became destructive from the lifestyle. Wow. Does that make sense?
Yep, absolutely. You had said something. I got a chance to watch your pre-screen, your Unsung, and it was really good. But you said something that I thought was powerful. You said it was important for fathers to tell their daughters they love them. Why did you feel that it's important? What was it about that statement that you made, that you experienced in your life, for the fathers to tell their daughters they love them?
Because the first man that told me that he did like that and that he cared for me was the man that abused me the most in my life. And I didn't see the difference, and I loved him. I thought dearly. So it's important for a father to be the first to tell his daughter that he loves her, and hug her and embrace her and show her that he is the man that will always be there. That is the most important thing. I feel that way. I feel if I would have had that, I probably wouldn't have stayed in relationships. I would have at least seen something or knew that this wasn't how it's supposed to be.
Right.
At some point. A man is as pivotal in a life as a woman is pivotal to her daughter and son. A man is just as important to me. And I'm sorry. I believe that.
Well, that was a very powerful statement. And now that you have a daughter, your daughter is 15 years old. Because you know what you've been through.
15.
She's 15 or 16?
She'll be 16 in November.
Okay, time is going. So, okay, now that your daughter, she's 16 years old, and of course, you know, later on she'll be getting into relationships. What have you told her as a mother about physical abuse and some of the signs to look for and how to get out?
Well, lucky for me, she saw Surviving Compton, girl. So I don't think she gonna fall for those tricks.
Okay.
So, no, she just knows that it's not right. And because she did have her father in her life to hold her as a baby at some points and show, you know, she has that connection with him as far as him, you know, letting her know, you know, don't do this, Daddy. She has that, you know.
Right.
And the reason was I was running from him not to be a part of her life in the beginning because I couldn't take it. But then I realized, no, she needs to know her father because I would be taking her away from her father. And that's wrong because I know she needs him. And they have that connection, so she knows what it's like for her father have already told her, I love you, and he already gave her those hugs. And she already strong with that.
Right.
And she's fine. She's already okay. You see what I mean?
Absolutely.
Just that little bit of time he gave her. He didn't have to buy her nothing. Yeah, he don't have to give me child support. That did so much for me right now as she's turning 16.
Wow. That's really good, MICHEL'LE. Well, I'm glad that, you know, she has that in her. What do you want the audience to take away from watching your Unsung this Sunday?
Man, I want them to know that you go to sleep and if the day was rough, get up tomorrow and start all over because this human form is amazing.
Okay.
Yes, and I want you to practice being your best self. You have to practice it, though, because somebody can take you off that, you can go out there and somebody can take you off being your best self in 2 minutes. You won't be practicing your best self. You'll be you gotta practice, boy.
You sure do.
I practice all day.
I know that's right. Well, MICHEL'LE, I want to give the audience this. I do a hot topic show, and I was going to give you a hot topic, but I want the audience to learn a little bit about MICHEL'LE. So let's get to know you. I want to know, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Yes.
Unbelievably, and I know that you vegetarians are going to crucify me, but
steak.
It's my favorite food.
Okay.
Steak.
Okay, so what's your favorite dish you like to cook?
Oh, my favorite dish to cook?
Hmm.
Oh, wow. I would say my favorite dish to cook is, wow. That's a good question because I love to cook so much.
Mm.
I love cooking grits and shrimp.
Mm.
And then my other favorite to cook, which my daughter's favorite, is my string beans, my rice, and my pan grilled chicken.
Mm. Ooh, that sounds
She
good.
loves that.
Okay,
So,
it's almost dinner time right about now. That sounds real good, Michelle. And what is your favorite
yeah.
guilty pleasure television show? Your favorite guilty pleasure television show?
You mean my favorite guilty pleasure food?
TV show.
Oh, TV show. The
Mm-hmm.
ID channel, girl. Are you kidding me?
You
The
said
ID channel,
the ID
hands
channel?
down.
Wow.
Hands
Okay.
down. Hands down. ID
Okay.
channel. I gotta learn something from it. I can't watch it if I can't learn from it, and that's real life learning.
Okay. I
Cause
know
I be
that's.
like, don't you be hollering at the TV? What was you thinking? No. I
Okay.
be hollering at my TV just like the commercial say. I do.
All right. Okay. Now my next question and my last question for you: if you had $1 million and you had 3 days to spend $1 million, what would you do?
If I had $1 million in 3 days to spend it,
Mm-hmm.
I would put it in the bank and wait till the 3 days pass.
Oh. Okay.
Because you didn't say I had to spend it. You said if I had, if. You used the word
Girl,
if.
I sure did. All right now. Okay, no, no. Okay, so if you had
All
the
right
three
now.
and you had to
All right
spend it,
now.
but you had to spend it
All
in three
right now.
days. Okay, if I gave you $1 million, what
No.
would you do with it? Don't just say put it in the bank. Only you would say
But
something like that.
if I had $3 million, then just now $3 million, just $3 million in 3 days to spend it, what would I do? Probably put away the money in the bank and live off the interest.
Okay, very smart. Very
Because
smart.
because that's almost 16. That's almost 16,000, almost $20,000 a month or something like that in interest. So I could live off the interest. So I wouldn't want to spend it. I would live off the interest.
See, only somebody like you would say that's about $20,000 a month. See, girl, you a smart girl. Y'all, Michelle, very smart. Well, Michelle, I want to say thank you again, girl, for coming on the show. You know, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. And I want to remind the audience to make sure that you tune in this Sunday to the story of Michelle. It is her unsung episode. It is the season finale of Unsung. So make sure you check it out this Sunday on TV1. And this is my girl, Miss Michelle. Girl, love you and thank you. And of course, I look forward to having you back.
Oh, I love you too. And don't forget that the premiere party is that night as well. We're going to be at the parlor. I think it's on Melrose in LA. So if you guys are around, come on. We'll be there at 7 p.m. Or the
Absolutely.
song. We're going to watch it that night. Are you coming out?
No, you know, I'm in Sacramento.
Oh, my goodness.
I
All
know.
right.
But I will be in LA next month, just not this weekend. But I definitely wish you the best and you guys have lots of fun.
Thank you so much. And
You-
take care. I know I'll be talking to you soon. I'll be doing something else. So
You know
I'll call
it. You'll be back on the
I know
show.
it. Yeah.
Well, love you, girl, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Okay, love you too. Bye-bye.
Well, that is none other than Miss Michelle. Make sure you guys tune into her TV1 Unsung. It is going to be airing this Sunday. I just love her, and she is so genuine. She is so open, and she's so authentic. And you can't do anything but love her, you know, because she's just very open and she's very honest and she's very candid. And you'll definitely really appreciate her Unsung episode. And this segment of the Lady Charmaine Live Show is sponsored by Living Your Dreams, Rebuilding Your Dreams After the Storm Women's Conference. It is just around the corner. It is going to be held on July the 28th in Elk Grove, California. Make sure you go online to get your tickets at rebuildingyourdreamsconference.eventbrite.com. Again, that's rebuildingyourdreamsconference.eventbrite.com. We want to be able to see your face in the place. Also, I want to make sure that you follow me on social media and join my Facebook group. It's Hot Topics, Real Talk, No Chasers. If you got a hot topic you want to talk about, be sure that you drop it right in because we want to talk about everything that you want to talk about right there on Facebook. And again, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Lady Charmaine Live Show. Be sure to like and subscribe. Click the subscribe button so whenever we go live, you get all the notifications to be able to watch the show live. And make sure to share with your friends, okay? And don't forget to go to, if you ever want to rewatch a video, you can always go to my Lady Charmaine Live MICHELLE.com page, and you can watch all the videos right there. And again, thank you so much for tuning into the Lady Charmaine Live Show. It's always a pleasure. Bye-bye.